Hi everyone. So I know there are a lot of you who are probably going to catch this recording later. So I don't really want to spend too much time or any time at all waiting for anyone to hop on and say hello, because I know there's going to be a lot of people watching later. But if you are here live, say hello. And side note, I'm almost 31 weeks pregnant, so I will be really out of breath in case you're wondering what is wrong with me. But I will just dive right in. Quickly, I've been a coach for 4 years, and I chose this topic, and I get to share my passion with you guys. Hi! My passion with you on this topic, because this might sound like an exaggeration, but personal development and my personal growth from what I've learned in that, through reading, through experiences of, having aha moments at events and listening to podcasts, watching motivational videos. Without those moments, my life wouldn't be where I am today, never mind my business. So it's a given that personal development and personal growth will strengthen and help you get through this really difficult business. But I also kind of want to share with you that you buying into personal development will change your life. And this talk isn't going to be about me and my story and what I've done, but time and time again, being a leader and, leading a really awesome kick-ass team, I find that people tend to struggle more with their business when their personal life all of a sudden is in shambles and they didn't do the personal development, so then their business tends to crumble. So personal development and personal growth is basically going to be your business insurance. It is going to ensure that you can get through the self-doubt. It will help you. It will be a resource. It will be a tool that when your relationship at home or your kid, something really tragic happens in your life, or your kids are just driving you crazy, imagine if you really buy into personal development, that it's going to make your life feel a little bit lighter and that you're capable. Because I think I looked, there's like 358 members in here, that we all have the same feelings of self-doubt, feeling defeated, stuck, low self-esteem. Can I do this? Am I worthy? So I want you to see all of us as even. And it's not that Keith and Liz are up here or that I'm up here. It's that we're all even, and then we have a choice to grow every single day so that we have the strength, both the mental and the emotional capacity to push through in a business and through our life. So when my husband went through his two cancer diagnosis, and my grandmother passed away, and it was winter and I was trying to go for elite, most people would just break and shut down. But thank God that I bought into personal development and I did the work, which I'm gonna lay out for you guys what this should look like in your business. If I didn't do that work, would have crumbled. All the hard work that I had done, all the days of showing up, all my big goals, I would have crumbled, and I had to be strong for my husband. When the business feels tough, there are tools and resources that you get to pick. It's not going to be your coach picking you up. It's not going to be your success partner, always being your cheerleader. We have to become our biggest cheerleader for ourselves in life and business. So I chose the topic of personal development and growth because I think it's probably the most overlooked task when our energy and our headspace is our first priority. Although our first vital behavior tends to be invite, and then it's drink your shake and do your workout, everyone tends to really do those. And then I think everyone pushes the personal development aside because it kind of seems pointless in the beginning. It doesn't really seem like it's something that's going to change our business until we have a struggle or an obstacle, and then all of a sudden, you feel like you're failing. You feel like everyone else is succeeding and you're alone. And then we start digging ourselves this dark hole of no one understands how I feel. And so if I didn't dive in, because I knew that coming into this business, I had never been an entrepreneur. Most of you probably haven't either. You have to completely change your mind of, I'm no longer an employee of just showing up to a job and getting a paycheck. I am the boss. I am now becoming an entrepreneur. So I had to completely surrender to the fact that I was a newbie. And sometimes that sucks, especially if you have a big ego and you're like, well, I have this big title, I've had this job, I have 4 kids, like this should be easy for me. No, it's not. This is completely new. So I came into this with the mindset that I would be a student and I would have to grow, because you can invite, you can do a workout, you can drink your shake. We all can physically, mentally, emotionally do that. But the part that is different for all of us is what's happening up here and in our heart. So I have worked with so many successful coaches, and sometimes like life will change a little bit, or their best diamond quits, or they swore that this coach was going to be a rock star, or they thought they had Success Club locked in and then they feel so defeated because they didn't hit Success Club. I've learned that the way that you handle and not react to challenge, but the way that you respond and the attitude that you have when it gets tough speaks volumes for your level of personal development. And so, again, you don't think you're going to need PD, but I want you guys to think of your personal development as a tool belt. It's this invisible tool belt. And I think I actually have stolen this from Keith Callahan. He said that to me in the beginning. I remember, I was basically just like, I will do whatever it takes to be successful at this. And he told me that I need to have a tool belt of personal strength and emotional development and business development. And so I just started reading, and I spent way longer than 10 to 15 to 30 minutes on personal development. And I think most of us, if you're even doing PD sometimes, will just read 10 minutes while kids are throwing pancakes across the kitchen, and you think you did your PD for the day. And so your PD should be almost moving you to become more of you, and you should feel full by the time you're done reading it. By the time you're done listening to this podcast, you should be going to apply that. You should be going to teach that. So there's a difference between reading PD and there's a difference between doing PD. And I see it in my team page every single day where people doubt, they don't know if they can do it, they're questioning, but they forgot. They forgot that they're an entrepreneur, and they forgot that it's scary and different and new. And the only thing that you can do, like my only option was to push forward. And so if they're not mentally able to just keep persevering and their attitude isn't, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do better, I know I can do this, I'm watching other people do it in this team page every single day. If your attitude isn't there, you're probably not doing enough PD or the right PD. You're not applying the PD. So my little go-to motto is the amount of personal growth that you go through equals the amount of personal success that you're going to see in this business. So if someone is hitting Success Club, if someone is crushing their fitness journey, if someone is enrolling coaches, I can very easily go to their social media or have a conversation with them, and I can feel that they are personally growing. They are healing from their past. They're letting go of their victim story. They're coachable. They're willing to do the things that this whole training could be the thing that catapults you into this, hitting the business goals and catapulting you into becoming the mom or the wife that you want to become. But if you don't take this category serious, yes, I like that, self-help, but versus shelf help. Ooh, that's hard to say. So, I'll often, if I don't feel that you're growing, and if I don't feel that you are finally peeling back the layers, like that I like to call cobwebs, if I don't know that you are coming out of your shell, standing tall, and people always say, where's my tribe? Why aren't people joining me? Well, you're not really showcasing your courage that you're like, world, I am here. Nothing will stop me. And if you don't believe that you can become unstoppable and that you can achieve everything you want, we have to start with your personal development, your mind, your emotion. There could be things that you have been pushing down into your deep, dark, scary closet for a long time that are blocking you and holding you back. There are so many coaches on my team that I've seen. I'm like, your potential is insane, but you still have, and when I say maturing, I'm not trying to be like demeaning or condescending, but there's this maturity that happens when you're cool with struggle. You're cool with obstacle. You're like, all right, this is how I'm going to handle it. And you handle it. So I know that sometimes the maturing aspect of handling obstacles is new. And, the whirlwind of life is always going to be happening over here. Your regular job, your mom life, your dad life, your kid life, that's not going to ever slow down. So you bet your butt if you're going to add another layer to become a successful Beachbody coach, that you have to be mentally and emotionally strong. So the idea of personal development is for constant improvement. So I take a look at my business, and every 3 months, if I have not done something bold, different, or new, if I have not learned something, if I have not pushed myself outside of the comfy little bubble that a lot of us live in, I challenge myself every 3 months. It can't be I'm going to wait till 2018 thing. This is about constant improvement. So again, I want you to look at PD as this is going to allow you to heal. Maybe there are some personal things that you feel are holding you back, and it has nothing to do with your abs, and it has nothing to do with how many invites you've done. What's better? Someone sending out 150 invites just because you hit the enter button, or if you actually find your tribe of people on social media by showing up for people and showing them how you are moving forward in your life and changing your life, and you feel so strong and excited. If you guys don't wake up in the morning and feel super like, I'm gonna take on the day, you probably have to dive in a little bit more to your PD, because leadership is about transferring your belief that you have in yourself, and giving that to other people. So I know that some of you might feel like, well, I don't have that yet. That doesn't mean that you can't do this. Who said that? It doesn't mean that you are not capable. It just means that you have some healing and some strengthening to do, and you have to stay committed to your personal development. I would rather have someone send out 25 messages and 25 invites a day where they are truly impacting someone's life, and they are showing up every day and everyone's going, wow, when you're sharing your life and journey, then again, sending out those 150 invites just because you hit enter. That's really not going to make a difference if it's not genuine, coming from, I want to change all of these people's lives. Do you guys see kind of what I'm saying there? Okay. So whenever I'm feeling down, and you guys might think that even though I love PD, I don't like to coin phrase like PD queen or mindset master, because trust me, I have my own SHIT to deal with. But at the same time, I know that there's moments where some of my best friends are Million Club. I'm nowhere close to the Million Club. I have a ways to go. I'm nowhere close to 10-star or 15-star. I'm actually completely rebuilding most of my team because they've stepped back. I've been doing this 4 years. I don't say it to scare you guys. I say it to remind you that this will be hard. Your coaches will quit. You're going to have to replace with new people. You're going to have to become bigger and better. And what do? What is our option when it gets hard? You have to dive into your personal growth, learn how to become stronger, and apply it. So oftentimes when a coach tells me, well, I really struggle with time management, and I'll ask them what books they've read. They've read every freaking book underneath the sun of time management, but they're still struggling with time management. So that to me doesn't mean that they're not doing PD. They're reading it. Or I should say that they are just reading it. They're not doing it. They're not applying it. And so it is so... It's so true, Jessica. I always tell people the difference between Beachbody and other companies is that I am not selling you a product. I am selling you a life-changing experience that happens to involve working out, fitness, nutrition, that will make you feel great. There are plenty of successful CEOs and billionaires out there who wake up every day and feel like crap because they don't focus on their health. So Beachbody and coaching offers the mental, the physical, emotional, and the financial benefits. And I hope you guys see that. I don't just sit down and read all these network marketing books to become successful. I've had to read books to learn how to become more of who I am already. We're not trying to change everything about you. We just want to strengthen it because it's hard. I promise you this business is hard, but so is being an entrepreneur, right? So I want you guys to write this down. I want you to remember my annoying voice the next time that it gets tough, okay? Every obstacle is a test, and I mean every obstacle. When my husband had his diagnosis, I was like, this is supposed to be a test? Universe, are you serious? This is what you want me to prove to you, that I can get through this? And I said, oh, I'm here to help people change their lives. And by me sharing my strength or what I had, because I wasn't perfect, there was lots of tears and a lot of struggle. It was crazy. But I am here to show people that they can do hard things. This isn't just the me game, guys. This isn't just about you. This is about you teaching other people how to do hard things, like rewiring their eating habits, rewiring the way that they think. If you're wondering how to influence people, I'll give you guys a little secret. You have to teach them how to think. Because I can teach you how to eat. I can teach you how to work out. I can teach you how to grow a successful business. So why doesn't everyone do it? Because they're stuck up here and they're stuck up in here. They're not healing. They're not growing. So every obstacle is a test of your strength. And I want you to remember that. The next time that your husband drives you crazy, say, okay, what is my lesson in learning this? And how am I going to handle it? Like a boss, like a CEO. Because we are so quick to just respond or to react. And this is hard. And why isn't Beachbody On Demand working? I know Liz talked about this yesterday. Or why are my coaches quitting? Like, I'm showing up and I'm doing my workout. You have to keep your blinders on. And you have to make sure that you are so clear in teaching other people how to think, okay? So here's what I want you guys to take away from this. I want you guys to take a look at what you've done. I don't know how long you've been a coach, but why don't you guys share with us what you have learned, like what's your biggest takeaway from personal development? Maybe there's a book that's been a huge aha, life-changing book for you that has actually driven you to take action. This thread is going to be full of personal development recommendations. So what is your favorite personal development? Whether it's a book, a podcast, an event, I want to know how it impacted you and how it affected your business. Like, how were you able to apply it? So examples of doing PD is, for example, I have a coach who was in my message thread today saying, you know, I struggle with time management. So I'm not just going to say, you can do it, girl. I have to help her understand that the problem isn't just reading a time management book always. It's going to be, you got to change your habits, girl. So you're going to read the PD and I need you to apply it and I need to see it. Follow up with me when you're done. Let me know what you learned. So I think this is a really, really good exercise for us to share the thing that has changed us as a person in personal development, a resource, and how we've been able to apply and change our business. So again, the amount of personal growth that you go through, the vulnerability, the struggle, that is all placed in your life for a reason, and it will make you the strongest leader. Because what happens, guys, when your coaches, like let's say you have 1,000 coaches on your team, right? You're all dreaming of having these huge teams. Well, what happens when it gets tough? When your 5 leaders start feeling like they're not adequate? You have to be able to help them get through those difficult times. You have to be able to lead your people and show them that, girl, I've been there. I have so freaking been there. But if you don't go through the growth yourself, you'll never be able to relate to them. So I'll share with you guys my favorite personal development recommendations, the books that have personally changed my life. And so I loved The Golden Ticket by Brendon Burchard. I love The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And I definitely am like a hippie vibes at heart. And I believe in the universe. I believe that we are all together. I believe that we can actually make a difference in this world. And I believe that every single test and obstacle that has come my way has served me. And I think that was where remember that word maturity that I used? That is where my maturity happened as an entrepreneur and just as a woman. Every single test, I'm like, all right, universe, bring it on. I told you I wanted it, so I show up to the test. So the other book I was going to recommend is The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. So if you guys have any other questions, just tag me in this here. But just know that when you feel weak, when you feel like you can't do this, go apply some PD. You have a confidence account that you are either subtracting from every single day by staying scared, by not sending your invites, by not doing your workouts, by allowing the same BS narrative to play in your mind. You are allowing that to happen. Doesn't that sting when someone says you're allowing that self-doubt to become a habit? Oh, that stings so bad. I want you to know that you can outgrow that. I want you to know that if you stick around and you put in your time of personally growing, everything in your whole life, it's really creepy, will start to happen for you. Okay, I could ramble forever. I know Jessica's going to go live later talking about facing fears. So thanks for joining. I'll see you guys later.